I was just out of the service, thumbing through the classifieds, when an ad that said old Chevy somehow caught my eye. The lady didn't know the year or even if it ran, but I had that $1,000 in my hand. It was way back in the corner of this old ramshackle barn, with 30 years of dust and dirt on that green army tarp. And when I pulled the cover off, it took away my breath. What she called a Chevy was a '66 Corvette. And I felt a little guilty as I counted out the bills. What a thrill I got when I sat behind the wheel. I opened up the glove box and that's when I found the note. The date was 1966 and this is what he wrote. He said, "My name is Private Andrew Malone, and if you're reading this, then I didn't make it home. But for every dream that's shattered, another one comes true. This car was once a dream of mine, now it belongs to you. Though you may take her and make her your own, you'll always be riding with Private Malone." Well, it didn't take me long at all, I had her running good. I love to hear those horses thunder underneath her hood. I had her shining like a diamond and I'd put the rag top down. All the pretty girls would stop and stare as I drove her through town. The buttons on the radio didn't seem to work quite right, but it picked up that oldies show, especially late at night. I'd get the feeling sometimes if I turned real quick I'd see a soldier riding shotgun in the seat right next to me. It was a young man named Private Andrew Malone, who fought for his country and never made it home. But for every dream that's shattered, another one comes true. This car was once a dream of his back when it was new. And he told me to take her.
Good morning, Vikings, and welcome to WHM Valhalla News. I'm Adore, and today is Wednesday, November 11, 2020, and it's a Silver Day, and it's Veterans Day. Please stop what you're doing and stand for a moment of silent reflection. If you're still in the hallways, please stop where you are. Now please remain standing for the pledge to American flag. As we stand today, Vikings, we are only salute our flag, but pay our honor and gratitude to those that have served or serving in our military. We would not be free if it weren't for them. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Vikings, remember to practice social distancing. Our transportation charges need to be sent to the front office before homeroom. This week's academic vocabulary word is draw a conclusion. Draw a conclusion means to decide the result. Now let's go over to Madison for the weather.
Good morning, I'm Madison, and here's your Valhalla weather. Today expect a high of 74 and a low of 66 with a 100% chance of rain. Today is Veterans Day. Think of veteran, Vikings. Today's quote is from Jeff Miller. The willingness of American veterans to sacrifice for our country has earned them our lasting gratitude. Today in history, in 1996, the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund unveiled the Wall That Heals. The work was a half-scale replica of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial that would tour throughout the United States. Happy birthday today to Diego Munoz. Happy birthday, Viking. Now for a quick commercial break.
My name is Rodcast Cal, and today we're going to learn about Veterans Day. Veterans Day is always celebrated on November 11th, and I'll tell you why in just a bit. First, I need to tell you what a veteran is. A veteran is someone who has served in the military, also known as the armed forces. At Veterans Day, it's a day where we honor those who have served in the military. Did you know that the military has 5 parts, also known as branches? The Army, the Marine Corps, the Navy, the Air Force, and the Coast Guard. Together, they all serve to defend our freedom. Kind of a big deal. Respect. So if you meet a veteran, ask them what branch they served in, and then tell them they're awesome. The reason we celebrate Veterans Day on November 11th is that is the day that World War I ended in 1918 at 11 o'clock on the 11th day in the 11th month. An armistice was signed to end the war. An armistice is an agreement between 2 opposing sides that ends a war. Everyone was so glad that the war was over that the next year, in 1919, 100 years ago today, the U.S. declared November 11th as Armistice Day to celebrate the ending of the war. It was called Armistice Day every year until 1954, when President Dwight D. Eisenhower changed it from Armistice Day to Veterans Day, because he wanted to honor all service members, past and present. And that is why we celebrate Veterans Day, to honor all service members who have served our country to defend our freedom. Pretty cool. And that's your lesson on this day in kid history. Broadcast Cal out.
Remember, Vikings, to stay 6 feet apart. Now let's welcome Dr. C. While we are welcoming Dr. C, let's thank him for his service.
Well, thank you. Thank you, girl. Good morning, Vikings. Welcome back. Hey, first of all, I want to reflect back on a little bit. You know, this day is always a day that I reflect back on my career. And I think back on what happened on April 4th, 1982. That's the day I joined the military, or the day I signed up. I didn't go in until June, but April 4th, 1982 always sticks in the back of my mind. But then I think about the first time I went to Korea and had to walk from the DMZ all the way down to Seoul, Korea. That's about 200 miles, a long ways. I remember my first trip going to Japan in the dead of winter in January and seeing Mount Fuji, and my first time seeing that much snow. It was overwhelming. I remember the 5 times I was deployed to Germany, and the first time I flew over England and saw Big Ben. I remember the first time I went to Italy and had a chance to see the Eiffel Tower. I remember my time in Germany when I was there when the wall came down that divided East Germany and West Germany. But I also remember the times I had to send some of my buddies home in a body bag. The worst times of my life. And to hear and talk to the parents of that soldier. But then this year, I think about the reason I did all of that is for us to have the opportunity to do the things we do in this country. To be able to go where we want to go. To be able to wear what we want to wear. To be able to worship how we want to worship. And this year, to be able to vote. Wow. I'm thankful I had a chance to be a vet. I'm thankful for what I did, and I learned a lot. So this day, to all the veterans' wives, all the veterans' kids, anybody that had anything to do with a veteran, happy Veterans Day. That's all I have. I'll see you at lunch.
Now back to you, Adore.
Lunch in the Viking Cafe today is boneless buffalo wings or chicken. Or chicken and rice casserole with cookie, sweet potato fries or tots and Cali blend vegetables. Breakfast tomorrow is chicken sausage, plain biscuit, or mini waffles. Vikings, remember the dress code and the cell phone policy. Our Viking Shield word for the month is integrity. Integrity is the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. Our Viking help tip of the week is being nice to yourself. When you are feeling down, it is easy to be hard on yourself. While you might not be of the mind to congratulate or compliment yourself, try being compassionate if you really are struggling to be nice to yourself. Do something nice for someone else, then compliment yourself on doing it. This year is so much more than just the year we wore masks. Make sure you purchase a yearbook. You can order online at tinyurl.com/AHMS yearbook. Yearbooks are $35. If you have any questions, see Miss Savage in 8th grade. Well, that's all for today, Vikings. Have a great day.